Greetings, family. Nyrobi Moss here. I join you live from my kitchen to celebrate Seven Stages' 41st season with Human, a Pretty Monstrous Experience. I, for those who do not know, am the co-vice chair of the board of Seven Stages, and I am honored to be a longtime friend, a longtime collaborator, and a longtime supporter of the theater. And in all of the wonderful gifts that I love to give and to share, in addition to costume design, one of my favorite things in my life is cooking, is my quarantine kitchen. I do quarantine kitchen battles. But I love this because one year, Heidi, the amazing artistic director, co-artistic director of Seven Stages, decided that she wanted me and my fellow board member to cook on stage. And we did. And it was such a big hit because there is nothing more human than cooking, than sharing food, than loving somebody and sharing what they put in their mouths, right? For me, I am most human when I am taking care of people, when I am serving people, when I can watch and experience how people react to my food, right? And so in honor of that, in honor of my human experiences, I decided that we were going to do salmon sliders today, but not traditional salmon sliders, because in addition to what's in this glass, I decided that I was going to utilize one of my favorite things. Okay. And then my other favorite thing, salmon, because I've been marinating it all day, right? And we're going to do teriyaki salmon sliders, right? And I think that it's awesome. So we already have everything prepped because, look here, I am not technologically savvy enough to be trying to do the whole thing and do the whole voiceover. None of that. Okay, my gifts do not fall into the vein of doing the video business. Okay, so you have to work with what I got going on right here, and the fact that I've been drinking this here too. So, all right. Thank you, goddess. Anyway, so the beauty of this, and I started prepping. I'm prepping up my lettuce. I'm prepping my cheese. I'm prepping. Oh, this is my teriyaki sauce. Look at it. Got sesame seeds in it. Got some agave in the situation. It's quite tasty, so it's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? And I got fresh salmon, right? So I have fresh salmon, and I, cut them up in pieces, and then I'm gonna, mix them with breadcrumbs and shape them to like round little patties, like a regular salmon patty would be, right? So, then we're gonna cook them up, and we're gonna see how we can put it all together on some Hawaiian sweet breads, right? We're gonna make this thing do what it do, right? And while I prep this wonderful thing that goes into my salmon, because I'm gonna cook my salmon with, of course, some red onions, because they're your friends, and then some garlic, of course, and what else? And my own special brand of seasoning. I'm also gonna cook it with some dill. I have fresh dill. Like, I buy herbs all the time that's fresh from the farmer's market, and then I get them and I wrap them in paper towels, because if you did not know, moisture is not your friend. So when your herbs are moisturized, that's how they ruin quicker. So you wrap them in a paper towel when you get them, dry them out, and they'll keep longer. Okay, just a little tidbit that I'm just trying to share with you. So while I prep my lettuce and my tomatoes and my onions and all the other kind of great stuff in order to go on my salmon sliders, I just wanted to say, so the reason why I love Seven Stages is because not only is our mission focused on how we engage with artists and audiences, and we engage with them by focusing on social, political, and spiritual values of contemporary society, right? We also look at an emphasis on international work, but also highlighting the voices of new playwrights and new works and different modes of collaboration. Like this right now during this time is a different mode of collaboration. We are all experiencing this pandemic together, and how we create and birth the renaissance of what we do going forward is amazing, and is the work that we are looking to do right now, right? So I am honored to be on the board of directors of Seven Stages, simply because I support new voices, and I support new modes, and I support the fact that if it's there and if it's possible, we can all do it. And we are all looking to connect on these wonderful human experiences and human encounters, and the ways that we interact with each other's lives, and the ways that we touch each other's lives, and the ways that we are beautifully entwined in art making, in life building, but also in our spiritual connections, right? So I don't have a lot of time on this video, and so therefore what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep all this stuff. I'm going to start making my salmon sliders, and I'm going to bring you guys back in order to build them together and see what they taste like. All right? Yeah. So the moral of my story is the fact that tequila is your friend. I was drinking some and decided that I wanted to incorporate that in my food, right? When I have conversations about late night cooking or early morning cooking, my biggest thing is the fact that I need to be able to share with somebody and to make sure that it's beautiful and that it's tasty and that it brightens somebody else's day. I grew up in Texas, and so everything was very heavy and it was sluggish, and it was always a lot of unhealthy eating and cooking. And so for a very, very long time, for about 25 years, I was vegan. And when I decided to cross back over into the seafood world, the pescatarian world, it wasn't for any social or political reasons. It was just the fact that it just made me feel healthier, and I needed to, and I felt like eating it, right? And so since then, people always have these commentary about how can I not eat meat and still cook it beautifully. And it is because I love flavors. I love to smell flavors. But not only that, I think about, what makes people happy and what flavors marry each other, right? So tonight I did teriyaki salmon sliders with lettuce and onions and Havarti cheese. That's your friend. It's a thing. And then my secret teriyaki sauce, right? So this is what this looks like right here. We're going to build these, and then we're going to get somebody outside over yonder to taste them. And then you guys can actually hear in real time what they think about my food and how I share my expression. So what I want to say is to the staff, and the other board members of Seven Stages, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your caring. Thank you so much for your consideration. To everybody that is going through this COVID-19 thing, thank you so much for bearing with Seven Stages and being with Seven Stages and supporting Seven Stages. And as we look forward to what this future is, to how we recreate art, how we come out with a renaissance of something that's totally new, we want you to be with us, want you to bear with us, and want you to take this journey with us. Because we already knew that the old system wasn't working. And so now is a prime time for us to create the art that changes the world, that creates a new mode of how we love each other and how we experience each other. So, congratulations, Seven Stages. 41 seasons, human, a pretty monstrous experience. I think we're all experiencing right now the monstrousness in ourselves, but I also want us to experience the humanness in ourselves. So we're going to get a reaction on my food. And I love, love, love you. I'm so excited to be here with you. And keep watching, keep creating, keep living. And we will be here to showcase it. Okay, so I have one of my favorite people here to taste this, my housemate and the wonderful and amazing stylist in and of itself, who helps me out with all of my wonderful things. So we're going to pass this to her, and we're going to verbally hear how she loves and experiences this. We may see it, we may not. We're about to figure out what's happening with these salmon sliders. Okay, so go for it. Bite into a salmon slider. Let's make it happen.
Hello there. Hello everybody out there. Hey everybody. I volunteered to be the guinea pig.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. So
we about to try this on now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's the happy food dance.
Janice approved. It's delicious.
I would also say that this is one of the moms of one of our Youth Creates kids from Seven Stages. You know what I'm saying? And she's amazing. She donates food to us when we're there. She supports the Youth Creates mission. And yeah, and so therefore, yay! See? Right. So this is when we are most human. Happy 41st season, 7 stages. We love you, everybody out there experiencing this whole COVID-19 thing. Make new art, do beautiful things, and the universe will support you, darlings.
That's right.
As we support you. Take care.